Hey guys, I received a beautiful package from SUQQU, which is a Japanese makeup brand, and they've included some of their Autumn Color Collection 2025, and I believe it launches today, July 24th at Selfridges, and then it will also launch August 7th at Harrods and Liberty. Now, I love SUQQU makeup. I don't think SUQQU makeup has ever really done me wrong, but it's difficult to get if you live in the US. So you can order it off of Selfridges, you can pay the expensive shipping or become, I think, a global member, something like that. You can pay basically one-time fee, an annual fee, and then the shipping is free. I think they still do that. The last time I had signed up for it was maybe a couple years ago. So I need to actually, I need to resubscribe to that. But anyway, I thought I would take this opportunity to do as much of a full face of SUQQU as possible. I don't have a full face of SUQQU. So I'm going to be filling in with some other, oh my God, there's a fly in here. And I'll be filling in the gaps with other Japanese brands. So anyway, let's take a look at what they sent me. So they have come out with some new mono shadows, and I really love at least their previous version of the mono shadow. So these are the SUQQU Mono Look Eyes. There's going to be 18 shades, and they're launching with 2 unlimited shades in total. So 20 in total for the launch, and they're going to be 26 pounds each. So there's 4 different finishes, and it looks like they sent me 4 of them, and they also sent me a blush, which we will open as well. Oh, great. Looks like they sent me 1 in each finish, which is awesome. So let's start with this one. This one is shade number S02, so S for satin. Oh, wow. Look at that. And you guys know, I don't know, for some strange reason, I'm just such a sucker for single shadows. I just love them. I don't know why. Maybe because I love one and done shadows. If you find one you really, really love, it's like, this is all you need, this little itty bitty compact. I just love it. I love it so much. So let me do a quick swatch of this. Oh, wow. That is super duper soft. This shade is gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It has a little bit of a peachy shift to it, but the base color is fairly cool toned. Oh, that is lovely. So that's shade S02. Next we have M02. So this is matte. Oh, nice. This looks like beautiful kind of starter shade, like a light camel shade. Let me do a swatch. All of these shadows so far are super soft and silky. So there's M02. And then next we have L03, and L, let's see, is for luster. Ooh, look at that. That looks crystalline, doesn't it? Wow, that is gorgeous. That's a beautiful metallic. So that is L03. That's stunning. Oh, wow. So far, these are going great together. And then last but not least, we have P04 Prism Touch. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. So Prism, I'm assuming, is going to have a little bit of shift to it. This is like an aqua that shifts to a green. Oh my God, this is so cool. Let me swatch that over here. You know, it's not that multi-dimensional. It's a little bit more straightforward, which I actually like, but it definitely is sparkly and bright. That is stunning. That is gorgeous. Well, those are the 4 Mono Look Eyes eyeshadows that they sent me. Oh my God, I can't wait to try those out. But let's take a look at this blush that they sent. So this is one of the blurring color blushes. And as part of this collection, they are launching 2 new permanent blurring color blushes. So this is one of them. And then they're also, let's see, a permanent and a limited edition moisture glaze lipstick and a permanent treatment wrapping lip shade. Those I was not sent, but I do have a moisture glaze lipstick that we can use in this video. I love that formula. Love it. If there's any shade that you like, just get it because that formula is divine. Okay, here is the blurring color blush in shade number 7. Ooh, that's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love this ombre effect. It looks like this has some shimmer to it, this end, and then this shade looks a little bit more matte. So even the finish changes as it moves through the pan. And this is not an overspray. This is all the way in the pan. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I cannot wait to try all of these out. I'm so excited. Oh, before I forget, sorry, I'm just noticing these mono shadows are refillable. So there is a pinhole in the back here and they just pop right out. I'm just hopping onto the Selfridges site because I want to make sure that the foundation I have is still available. I mean, even if it's not, I'm still going to use it, but SUQQU has a lot of limited edition type products. Yes, so this is the liquid foundation, and I did find it here on Selfridges. There's 23 shades altogether. I have shade number 110, which looks to be available at the time I'm filming this, but it's low in stock. But anyway, this is where I'm going to start with this liquid foundation. And actually, now that I'm on Selfridges, I see that they're pushing what they're now calling Selfridges Plus. So that's the global, like, unlimited shipping. If you sign up for it and you pay $100, you know, when I did this, like, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, I think it was like $55. Anyway, it's now $100. And it's unlimited worldwide deliveries subject to minimum order values, but it's for 12 months. And there's a minimum order value of 100 pounds. So anyway, if you feel like you're going to be ordering a lot from Selfridges, it may be worth it. It may be worth it. Okay, let's go ahead and start with this liquid foundation. I'm just going to pump out a couple pumps onto the back of my hand. So there is 110, starts running down my hand, but that shade should work. Okay. I haven't used it in a while, which is why I'm saying that shade should work. But yeah, I don't think I've changed that much since I got that foundation. Okay, I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 brush. And I do remember this foundation having like a light medium coverage, and it was very natural. I didn't feel like it looked especially glowy, and I remember it not looking matte either. It just looked very skin-like and very natural. Yeah, I really wish SUQQU would sell in the States. It would just be, you know, a lot easier to get than having to order from Selfridges. But if you do decide to do that unlimited shipping, from experience, the shipping is fast because they do send it air. So it's like 2-day shipping basically. Okay, so there is the SUQQU liquid foundation. Really nice, right? It looks great on the skin. It looks great on the skin. I think this shade, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Maybe a little bit light? A little bit light for my... Actually, I don't think it's too light. I think the tone, you know, if I had to be super picky, I think it's a little bit yellow for my skin tone. But really, I think from far away, I don't think you could even tell. So I would say if you use me as a shade reference, 110 is probably the closest and the way to go. Okay, so there is the foundation. I used to have a SUQQU loose powder that it was like for dry skin, and it had almost like a wet feel. It was moist. That's probably why I have forgotten the name of it. I have conveniently blocked it from my memory, but it was something like a moist powder. Hate that word. But because of the formula, that powder, I had to declutter it. Long story short, I had to declutter it. It was too old. There's something about like the formula that it just kind of went off a little bit more quickly than my other powders. So instead, I thought we would use one of my favorite talc-free powders, which is the Addiction Tokyo powder. This is another wonderful, not talked about enough Japanese brand. And they do sell directly in the States. They have their own website and everything. So this is their Invisible Essence Loose Powder Glow Plus. I'm trying to see if there's a shade. Yeah, shade number 1. I don't think they have that many shades, but this one is shade number 1. And it's got the netting on top. Up a little bit here. And then just buff some in. I think this foundation has a little bit more glow than I remember. A little bit more glow. So this powder is actually kind of welcome. Look at that beautiful sheen this powder leaves behind. That's why it's one of my favorite talc-free powders. And for bronzer, I thought I would use my Clé de Peau Bronzing Powder Duo in shade number 1. I love this bronzer, and this is another product I just don't use enough of. You know, I have so many products, and I love this one. It has such a beautiful tone to it. It's slightly peach with just enough warmth to give you that sun-kissed glow. I'm actually going to use my Surratt powder brush here and start to work this in. And this has such a nice level of pigmentation. It's buildable, but I never feel like I'm in danger of laying down too much bronzer. Okay, and now for the SUQQU Blurry Color Blush. Again, they sent over shade number 7. And let me do a swatch of this. I'm just going to run my finger over the whole thing. I don't think there's really ever going to be a time where I'm focusing on one half and not the other. Very pretty. It's like a bubblegum pink. I'm going to use my Westman Atelier powder brush and dust that onto my cheeks. Pretty. It has a really beautiful sheen. Oh, it's gorgeous. And such a pretty soft pink. I love it. Beautiful. Oh, I love it. And the SUQQU blushes are so smooth and they blend out so beautifully. And they have this beautiful, like, filtered effect. Gorgeous. So again, that was shade number 7. Love it. Let's see. I think because this has such a beautiful sheen all on its own, I'm going to forego highlighter. I'm going to go straight to eyebrows. So I've got a Clé de Peau eyebrow pencil, and this is in shade, if I can find it. This is refillable, so it's probably, oh yeah, it's on the barrel here. It is shade number 204. I think it's just a dark brown, but it rolls up and it's got a chisel tip, but it's oval. So it's a little bit different. It's a great tone, not too warm. And then it does have a spoolie at this end. All right. Now for the eyeshadows. Okay. So let's start with the matte shade. I think that's a good place to start. So again, this is M02. This is that light camel shade. I'm going to start with my Rephr number 1 brush, and I'm going to just sweep this all over my eye. Look at how this shadow applies. It looks like it's airbrushed on. Oh my God. Okay. Wow. I'm just going to bring this all the way up. Beautiful. I mean, it's most definitely matte, but it looks so airbrushed on. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. So that was the matte M02. Let's see. What should I try next? Ooh, so pretty. I think we should try the luster shade. Is that right? Yeah, luster L03. That was this guy. And I'm going to take a Rephr number 2 brush. This is a flatter, more of a shader brush. And I'm going to pick up this shade here, the inner corner there. Oh, that's so pretty. That is very pretty. I feel like this could be a great one and done shadow too if you want something a little bit more shimmery. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to go into this S02 shade, and the S is for satin, this guy. So this was the first one that I swatched. It has a little bit of that peach shift to it, and I'm actually just going to wipe off this number 2 brush and use it. All of my other number 2 brushes are dirty, of course. Okay, going into S02. And I'm going to put this on the outer corner here. That's beautiful. That has a little bit of sootiness in there. I'm going to take that other 01 brush from Rephr and just blend this out. Wow. These work beautifully. Beautifully. And now, finally, we're going to try this P04 shade. Oh, that's incredible. I think I'm just going to go in with my finger. Although I do want to try it with a brush. I want to see how it works with a brush. Hold on, let me find the right one. You know, I'm going to try this SUQQU Precision Blend brush. This was the brush that they came out with their luminescent eye shades. Those mono shades, those baked gel powder ones. Those are notoriously like hard to pick up without the right brush. And I remember this doing a good job. And so if it can pick up that shadow, I think it can pick up this one. So I'm going to go in. Oh yeah, look at that. Grabbed a whole bunch. I'm going to put this in the center of my lid. It's not a big brush, so I'm just going to pat it down. all over. Wow. That's got some nice pigmentation. So when I was swatching it, I was saying that I really liked how it's pretty much true to color. There isn't that much color shifting going on. And I like that because sometimes I find I like the way something looks. It'll even swatch a certain way, and then I get it on my eyelid and then it looks a completely different way, like when there's like too much of a shiftiness going on. So I like that this shade stays true to how it appears in the pan. That's fun. That is a really fun shade. And this has a little bit more blue to it than that single Chanel shade that I like, that Jade Facette. This definitely has a little bit more blue to it. You know, like I would even go so far as to maybe call this one aqua, while that one is like very clearly a green. Well, excuse me, SUQQU. These mono shadows are incredible. They are absolutely incredible. Just gonna do a little bit more blending out here. Oh, so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so those are the new Mono Look eyes. Again, there's 18 shades and then 2 that are going to be limited. So 20 in total. Oh my God, I'm so excited for these. I'm going to have to go online and see if there's other shades that I have to have. Okay, for eyeliner, I'm going to use the SUQQU eyeliner pencil. It's a gel pencil and it is in shade number 1, which is basically just black. And this is a really, really, really fine point pencil. And it's one of those that like you twist up and it clicks, so you can't like twist it back down. So you have to be really, really careful. But I love how fine this point is. You can make the most precise line. It's so good. And the gel of this eyeliner isn't too soft. Okay, gonna use my Rephr lash curler. And I don't have any SUQQU or Addiction Tokyo mascara, so I think the next best thing is to use my Surratt Noir Lash tint, because this is made in Japan. So it's this guy that has basically a hairless wand, and it's so good at keeping the curl in my lashes. Now we're going to use the SUQQU Moisture Glaze Lipstick, which I absolutely love. This has definitely appeared in my favorites. This is also refillable. So the shade that I am using is shade number 1, and it is this gorgeous nude shade. And this formula is gorgeous. Do you see that glaze that it leaves over your lips? I mean, it's so stunning. It's so moisturizing, it's pigmented, it's comfortable, it's all the things, but I love this finish. It's so beautiful. Oh, actually you can see it in the bullet a little bit too. That glaze. It's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. Can't wait to see what colors they're going to be coming out with for this formula. What did they say? A permanent and limited edition moisture glaze lipstick, so 2 shades. Amazing. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much to SUQQU for sending me these eyeshadows and this beautiful blurring color blush. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All of it is gorgeous. I am in love with those mono eyeshadows. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Of course, I will link to everything down below in my description box. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.